So tell me about your deepest, darkest secrets. I'm here with my friend Caroline in Taichung City, and she does some life coaching amongst many other things. She's a multifaceted human being, and we were just talking about meditation.
Yes.
And I just wanted to know...
It's a distinction between meditating and meditation.
Okay, so what is the difference
So
between...
there's the state of meditation, which can be achieved through actually lots of different activities. Like, for example, my husband will say that he feels a state of meditation when he's hiking. Some people might feel a state of meditation when they're cooking, or when they're reading, or drawing, or Zentangling. But you are meditating when you are sitting down and you are, practicing meditating.
So to properly meditate, you need to be sitting down, like basically cutting off all senses?
Oh, I don't know if you cut off senses. I think it's more about how you deal with the information that comes into you. I have gone through periods of meditating every day in various different ways. I might get to the state of meditation through yoga, or sitting and meditating, or Zentangling, or even... Zentangling, yes.
What exactly is Zentangling?
Okay, Zentangling is a kind of art, it's actually there to promote the state of meditation, and it's very easy. Like, I'm not much of an artist, but you can create beautiful pictures and mandalas and through making little dots and repetitive patterns. And you can find them, like you can Google Zentangling.
That sounds very interesting.
It's really good because if you're not an artist like me, then you can still produce something quite beautiful. You need to be okay with just focusing in on detail, and I'm actually one of those people. I really enjoy focusing in
like
on
a
detail.
puzzle,
yes,
as an example.
Yes.
Zentangling, that's a new one that I'm going to research more about. And when you first started meditating, can you share with me what was your perception of it at the beginning? Was it challenging? What was the beginning stages of that for you?
Yeah, I think that first of all you need to get used to just having all this stuff going through your brain. And for me, a lot of it was insecurity, like, am I doing this right? Like opening half an eye and seeing what other people are doing.
Judging yourself, basically.
Yeah, and I think that's part of it, is being able to have that thought, am I doing it right? And just let it go. And just think, you know what, I'm sitting here, I'm feeling the breeze on my skin, I'm feeling the breath going in and out of my nose, I'm feeling the ache in my knees or my hips, and just being okay with that, and okay enough to just let it go.
Would you say, or are you there yet, to the point where you could, for the most part, not react when you're in that state?
So if I sit down and do a meditation now, I feel quite out of practice. Because I haven't been actually sitting down and meditating in that way for a little while. I need to do it maybe for 3 or 4 days repetitively, and then I'll get back.
And how long, when you are doing it, how long is your sitting when you do experience it?
I do 10 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 to 20
So that
minutes.
sounds like anyone could give 10 to 20 minutes of their time. Do you think you can do it for less and for it to still be beneficial?
I think any amount of time in a meditative state
even 5 minutes
is beneficial, yes.
And what was the most beneficial aspect of meditating for you?
Just to realize that being me is enough. Just being and not doing. Like, I can just sit and be me, and I'm still worth it. When I do sit and meditate, definitely pay attention to what my skin's feeling, what my breath is doing, what my ears are hearing, and everything slows down, and because everything slows down, I just become more aware of my body and what's the processes of what's going on in my body and through my mind.
When I meditate, I get itchy skin.
Yeah.
Does that happen to you?
Yes, it does.
And it's so irritating. I fight it sometimes, and sometimes I just have to.
Right.
And then it pulls you out of the meditative state sometimes.
Sometimes, yes.
So if you were to tell someone who has never meditated before why it could be beneficial to them, you would say...
I would say in this world of fast-paced, digital infused lifestyle where everything is here and now really, really fast, and we're not so used to delayed gratification and waiting for things and being patient. Meditation will really teach you how to take a breath and slow down. It helps with stress, it helps with relationships, it helps with just becoming more aware of where your motivations and thoughts and actions are coming from.
And for some reason, while you were saying that, I was thinking of the Jamiroquai song, Virtual Insanity is where we live. Yeah. I know, it just came to my mind because we're literally living in this chaotic.
It's so fast.
And now 5G is coming out.
Yeah.
We're dealing with viruses right now. There's
Right.
a lot of stress going on right now.
Yes.
So maybe a way to deal with the pandemic going on would be to meditate.
Yeah, or to get yourself into a state of meditation by running or
Right.
Zentangling or hiking or whatever it is that gets you to that state, because not everybody
Yes.
resonates with sitting and meditating, but everybody, you know that thing, that activity that you do that brings you to a state of self-awareness and slowing down and feeling at one with who you really are.
Which is the present awareness of everything, the being underneath the roles that I've gone on about before, the mother, the father, brother, sister, all the roles that we play.
Yeah.
And then just being.
Yeah, just being, not doing, just being.
That whole thing about meditation was beautiful, what you said, and I think very useful to those watching this. Stay tuned for my second interview with Caroline, where we talk about her job, life coaching.